How to increase your credit score. There are a lot of tips and tricks on how to improve your credit score, and we'll get to those in a moment, but nothing will raise your credit score faster or more effectively than paying bills on time and using your credit cards judiciously. Typically, it takes at least 3 to 6 months of good credit behavior to see a noticeable change in your credit score. It is difficult to make a change any faster, unless the negative information on your credit report was a minor blip, like being late with bill payments 1 month. As you go through life, your credit score will fluctuate. How much it fluctuates depends on how reliable you are at repaying debt on time, especially credit cards and installment loans. When you use credit more often, whether it's by taking on more credit cards, getting a mortgage, taking out a student loan or auto loan, your credit score changes to reflect how you deal with the responsibility of more debt. Tips to increase your credit score. If you are like many consumers and don't know your credit score, there are several free places you can find it. The Discover card is one of several credit card sources that offer free credit scores. Discover provides your FICO score, the one used by 90% of businesses that do lending. Most other credit cards like Capital One and Chase give you a Vantage Score, which is similar, but not identical. Same goes for online sites like Credit Karma, Credit Sesame and Quizzle. The Vantage Score comes from the same place that FICO gets its information, the 3 major credit reporting bureaus, Experian, TransUnion and Equifax, but it weighs elements differently and there could be a slight difference in the 2 scores. Once you get your score, as Homonoff suggested, you might be surprised if it's not as high as you expected. These are ways to improve the score. Review your credit report. You are entitled to 1 free credit report a year from each of the 3 reporting agencies, and requesting one has no impact on your credit score. Review each report closely. Dispute any errors that you find. This is the closest you can get to a quick credit fix. A government study found that 26% of consumers have at least one potentially material error. Some are simple mistakes like a misspelled name, address, or accounts belonging to someone else with the same name. Other errors are costlier, such as accounts that incorrectly are reported late or delinquent, debts listed twice. Closed accounts that are reported as still open accounts with an incorrect balance or credit limit. Notifying the credit reporting agency of wrong or outdated information will improve your score as soon as the false information is removed. About 20% of consumers who identified mistakes saw their credit score increase. Set up payment reminders. Write down payment deadlines for each bill in a planner or calendar and set up reminders online. Consistently paying your bills on time can raise your score within a few months. Pay more than once in a billing cycle. If you can afford it, pay down your bills every 2 weeks rather than once a month. This lowers your credit utilization and improves your score. Contact your creditors. Do this immediately to set up a payment plan if you miss payment deadlines and can't afford your monthly bills. Quickly addressing your problem can ease the negative effect of late payments and high outstanding balances. Apply for new credit sparingly. Although it increases your total credit limit, it hurts your score if you apply for or open several new accounts in a short time. Don't close unused credit card accounts. The age of your credit history matters, and a longer history is better. If you must close credit accounts, close newer ones. Be careful paying off old debts. If a debt is charged off by the creditor, it means they do not expect further payments. If you make a payment on a charged-off account, it reactivates the debt and lowers your credit score. This often happens when collection agencies are involved. Pay down maxed-out cards first. If you use multiple credit cards and the amount owed on one or more is close to the credit limit, pay that one off first to bring down your credit utilization rate. Diversify your accounts. Your credit mix: mortgage, auto loans, student loans and credit cards count for 10% of your credit score. Adding another element to the current mix helps your score, as long as you make on-time payments. Quick loan shopping. If you have bad credit and can't find any other way to improve your score, you could consider taking a quick loan. These are typically loans for small amounts. $250 to $1,000 that get repayment history reported to credit agencies and can become a positive on your credit report. This is a last resort. See if you qualify for a 0% interest card. Several companies offer cards with 0% interest on balances, but there are caveats to this. There can be a fee for transferring the balance, and the 0% offer is only good for an introductory period, typically 12 to 18 months. It usually takes a very good credit score to qualify for one of these. Consider a debt consolidation plan. There could be a temporary drop in your credit score if you enroll in a debt consolidation program, but as long as you make on-time payments, your score quickly improves, and you are eliminating the debt that got you in trouble to start with. Pay attention to credit utilization. Your credit utilization rate is the amount of revolving credit you're using divided by the amount of revolving credit you have available. It makes up 30% of your credit score and is often the most overlooked method of improving your score. For most people, revolving credit just means credit cards, but it includes personal and home equity lines of credit as well. A good credit utilization rate never exceeds 30%. So, if you have a credit limit of $5,000, you should never use more than $1,500.